welcome to the Heroking Lifeline. I am your host H. The last time we played Pikmin was over a year ago. We were in this exact location, and I don't remember none of it because again, over a year ago, I restarted from scratch. I'm on day 4. I think I was on day 6 the first time around, but it is what it is. I've never been a speedrunner, you know. That was part of the jokes of the titles and such, that I didn't do speedrunning. So here we go. And I was talking old videos, you know. My first Pikmin video, my Pikmin 1 first video, I was watching it again, and it's very interesting to hear myself talk about atmosphere in gaming, because I just, like, first of all, say hello to the blue Pikmin. They're my favorite, but they're also the weakest, and the least liked by Nintendo, it seems. Anywho's, it's big fan of atmosphere in gaming back in the days, not so much nowadays, because I think they do it poorly. What the hell else was I just talking about a second ago? I'm a very forgetful man, dude. Now get back here, Breadbug. Come here, boy. Here, fishy, fishy. Here, buggy, buggy. Get, yeah. Drag his ass back. I saw this, like, trick that people were doing. It was someone who was like, can I be Pikmin without pressing the A button or something like that? And this trick he was doing was like, he was like throwing himself down, and then he'd be an object, as you can see there. And I guess objects can't interact with each other, so it was pushing them, and then he'd go up on the walls. And I attempted that myself for certain things, and I can't do it. I don't know how he did it. It's weird and crazy. That aside, Pikmin's fun. You know, original Pikmin, very good. Pikmin 2, very good. Pikmin 3, I gave it a bad rap. It's a 8. We finally got Pikmin 4 during my time away, and I've mentioned that it's not very good. You know? Pikmin 3 already was, like, again, more catered toward casuals. This is a common theme of Nintendo. It's like, every year, you know, every game, it's like they want to get it more casual to get more people to play it. But they do it in poor ways, usually. And, while Pikmin 3 was excusable, Pikmin 4 is not. Pikmin 4 has some serious issues. It has cool stuff, like the poisonous bulborb and such, but the atmosphere's all gone, except for the glow Pikmin, which again, cool, but it's so catered toward casuals that it's like hardly worth playing. I like casual gameplay. I've complained about competitive stuff before, but I like a challenge, especially when it's solo player. I think there's a mixture that you can have without throwing away any sort of, you know, competitive play. I think you can have both casual and competitive in the same vein. And I think a great example of that would be like Kingdom Hearts or Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn, which I still hold that true is one of the most casual experiences of Fire Emblem, even if other people may not agree with me, because it's really not that hard, especially on easy mode. But it is what it is. It's a lost art. You know, atmosphere like this, where it's like somber and alien. But it's not dark and gray and boring. It just is what it is, and it is what it wants to be, without having to compromise on that. And they do this without like having to, you know, they do this with less. Less is more is the word, is the phrase that went around. Because they had less processing power to work with and all kinds of stuff like that. And they made more out of it. They did a lot better with it. It makes me miss the olden days. Not that I dislike all new games. I'm not a prudist, but I just think a lot of old games did it better. I think a good example of like atmosphere in gaming is fucking Sonic Racing, because Sonic Riders, I fucking love that game. I think it's awesome. And part of the reason why is because of the whole hoverboard thing. It fits Sonic's personality and all the characters and the general feel, the rule of cool, as it were. But Sonic All-Stars Racing Transformed and all that, lame. Because it's just trying to be Mario Kart. It's not unique. It's not fun. It doesn't really fit Sonic. I don't like it at all. Other people really like it. That's fine. I don't care. I'm just saying. To me, it's pretty lame. My blue guys finished their thing. Maneuvering is difficult. Especially when there's not much space. So I want to grab that. That's why I destroyed the wall, because I know they like to come up to this wall regardless. I will say that Pikmin 3 definitely fixed the issue of like the Pikmin taking stupid paths and refusing to take certain paths just because. Like if they can take a path, they would take it, and that was definitely a really good fix. Again, that was like the whole like casuals without being too easy. Granted, Pikmin 3 is not hard, but it's not as easy as 4. Hello. What you doing all by yourself? I know that's technically wasteful, but I figured I'd do it anyway. Okay. I noticed that in life, you know, it's hard to have simple joys, because people will just be like extremely judgy at best. Downright assholes at worst, you know? No! My yellow boy. Got a ship part. Woohoo! I know I got 2 ship parts in the last video from a year ago, but I don't know which ones, and I only know that because I saw it. Like I saw the stars at the end of it. I've been a lot more lenient with games. You know, things that would bother me in the past don't bother me so much anymore. Just because it's like, you know, it's, just enjoy it for what it is, I guess. For me, and I guess a good example of this is like, I don't think Pikmin 4 is very good, but there are a lot of things that I like about it, so it is what it is. I like the poisonous bulborbs. I think Ochi is cool to ride on. I wish he wasn't so overpowered a little bit. I wish the maps were a bit smaller, or Olimar was faster or something, because the game is basically unplayable without OG because it's so freaking slow. But it is what it is. Like, yeah, you can probably beat the whole game without him. Maybe a couple things you need him for, but it's not very fun because you move at a snail's pace. And moving at a snail's pace is not a fun thing to do in anything ever. I wish people would get that as like a stupid frickin' fiery blowhawk. Like old school Zeldas, right? You would move pretty slow. Like not super slow, but you'd have for like Ocarina of Time, you'd have the rolling, Majora's Mask, you had the bunny ears, you know, to speed yourself up. And like when you speed yourself up, it makes such a significant difference to how the game feels. So you're always going to take the faster option because you don't want to be slow. So I kind of wish game designers would understand that, like come to an understanding with that. Like, hey, people don't want to be slow in their games; they want to move quicker, so we should let them. You know, we should make the maps. I don't know. I don't think the maps need to be shrunk so much as the player characters just need to be paced. You know, make us fast. Make us able to travel fast. I'm sure there's some people who completely disagree with me and think fast is bad somewhere out there in the world. But those people are clinically insane. So I don't care. And it's the same thing with like the flowers. It's like you never want the leaf Pikmin because they're so freaking slow, they suck. Especially in a game about resource gathering. Slow is bad, slow is bad. I think that's why a lot of people like Sonic in spite of their protests to the contrary. People will swear up and down how bad Sonic games are, while at the same time constantly playing them. I seen the Sonic X Shadow Generation stuff, and that looks fun, but that's another thing with that, is like Shadow looks kind of slow. Like really weirdly slow. Like it's clear that he's supposed to be going fast, but his movement looks kind of bad. Not in terms of control, just slow, like frickin' it's not going very fast. But I never played it for myself, so I don't know. Maybe he feels faster when you're actually playing it. I hope my voice is being picked up. I'm kind of far away right now. You get a little closer. It's because I have my phone that's recording this on the ground while I'm up in a chair. It's just easier, you know how it is, We are almost done with the day. I do think I'm gonna just do this as a one-day thing, especially because like I'm slower on recording than I am off. You know, I'd probably have more shit parts if I wasn't recording, to be honest. So it might just be a one and done thing. Maybe it's like 15 minutes long, 20 minutes long. It is what it is. And then we can get the game done easier. So this has been the Heroking Lifeline. I've been your host H, and we are counting down to the end of this video. If you like the video, I don't know. Happy about it, I guess. Goodbye.